1 year ago, I gave myself a little challenge. I decided to upload one vlog every week for an entire year. And this year flew by, one walk at a time, and really kept me company while I was trying to figure things out. I didn't really know what would happen. I thought I was documenting my life as an artist, but I didn't realize the project would also change the way I see my own life. I've started to realize how many things I take for granted and how beautiful these ordinary days actually are. I've started to appreciate my life more, and documenting these 4 seasons have created this deeper connection with my art as well. Sometimes I feel guilty for not spending enough time in the studio, but when I actually filmed the process, I've come to realize I'm way too hard on myself. Of course, in the ideal world, I'd be a full-time artist, but why on earth am I beating myself up for not doing more? Because I've spent so many precious hours in the studio over the past year. I've watched the seasons change through my window, experimented a lot with all kind of sketches, and I finally finished a whole body of work for my first proper solo exhibition. I've seen the light change during these months, studied the shifts between seasons through layering these seasonal color palettes over another. I've failed and succeeded. And I feel a bit overwhelmed, looking back and realizing how much I've grown into my own person during this year. Of course, not every chapter of this year has been exciting. When you are stuck with work, pile of laundry, a long list of appointments, and boring admin stuff, it doesn't really feel that glamorous at all. But I've realized that having routines can be very helpful when everyday life gets overwhelming. Like realizing I drink ridiculous amounts of coffee simply because it's such a vital part of my daily flow. This summer, it felt like no amount of coffee was enough to battle against this constant exhaustion, and it's been a bit embarrassing to circle back to this topic all the time. But I wanted these videos to be honest, even when I wasn't at my best. Through all of this, my balcony has become my little sanctuary, a place where I can just breathe and watch the seasons change and time pass by. I'm going to work soon, but I just saw my favorite bird. I've been waiting for it all summer, but now I finally saw it. There's a kingfisher nearby. They are extremely rare in Finland, and I am so happy they are here. Last year was the first time in my life I saw them, and they are extremely beautiful birds. They look like jewels when they fly over the water. this made my day. Nature and my plants have been my anchor through this crazy year. When I started vlogging, I never imagined I would reach so many of you. These vlogs have created connections I've never expected, and I'm so grateful for this whole experience. I never expected I'd be spending so much time researching how to safely send my art across the world. Even though I'm thrilled that people are connecting with my art, it is really wonderful. The learning curve has been quite draining. But still, my main feeling is gratitude. I've dreamed of living a creative life for so long, and you've helped me move closer to that dream. So thank you for every bit of support. It honestly feels incredible and a bit surreal. When I'm writing this letter, I feel like I've come to a full circle. Life has been messy, sometimes very overwhelming, but after all this effort, I finally feel like I'm standing more firmly on my own 2 feet. This fellow is heading to France soon. Underneath this piece there's actually an older painting, and the hanging wire was on the wrong side. My old way of attaching it was, with a stapler, so I definitely had to fix that before sending it off. As I finished packing up these paintings, I don't actually know yet how this vlog project will continue. But there's one thing I've learned. Ordinary life doesn't have to be extraordinary to be meaningful, and that's quite beautiful.